those guys have to they have to go to the tough areas, but they also have to be smart because of their size. Panarin never seems to get hit hard. Bjorky used to. He seems like he's starting to get less of that now. Have you recognized that or seen that as well?
Yeah, yeah. Bjorky's been tagged a few times, but what I love about it, he gets back up. I mean, it's hockey. That's what it is. And if you never go to the hard areas, you never get hit. And Bjorky's developed. He's grown in that. I think he very candid. He needs to go to the hard areas. That's how he scores goals, and then his skill takes over. So I think he's getting stronger too. Like he's never going to be a massive man by any means, but you get stronger. He's putting the work in, and and he is competitive at the puck. And then you put that in with his talent, he can be a real lethal player for us.
Yeah, and he's moved around a little better. His line mates have changed a little bit in the early going, but what have you thought of his play through 5 games?
He's coming. Yeah, he's coming. I think, he's leading our team in points, so that's always a positive. But I think he's even got more in the bag. I think, and that's not a criticism. I just think I just have really high expectations for him, and in a positive way. It's not to condemn his play. I know there's a whole nother level that he can even get to. And again, we're 6 games in, and he's done a lot of great things. And I look forward to see where he grows to here over the season.
Line so far he's getting chances, he's getting shots. It just guys are making saves or whatnot. Do you feel like he's pretty close to maybe breaking through with the goals? Or
yeah, I mean, when you compare last season to this season, he was getting maybe a shot or two on net, not even shot attempts. These last few games, especially, he's had some really, really good looks. And, I think he had 6 shots on goal and like 13 or 14 shot attempts, So a goal scorer like that, you keep that consistency up, you're gonna knock the door down here eventually. And they usually come in volume for guys like that. So just encouraging him to keep playing hard, keep shooting the puck, because eventually they are going to start going. He's just too good a shooter.
do you think Hoffman's speed may have helped Rosovic kind of come out of his shell a little bit earlier? It seemed like that line really jumped out in that last game.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's one game, and I thought they had a good game, but honestly, throughout our whole lineup, I thought everybody had a good game. So, we might go to the next game and we may not like it. It's really going to be game by game here, but that's where, as a younger team, we want to make sure we're consistent in what we're doing. It doesn't really matter what the other team's doing. We'll pre-scout them and give them some information, but it's really about us, about bringing our game and make sure we're, again, being competitive, make sure we're playing fast, playing hard, and Hoffman, he can move. He's impressed me all the way through camp. His work ethic stands out right away with me, and that's what's impressed me. When you hear about the stats and stuff coming over from Europe, that's great, but he's a work-based player, and that's exciting when you watch the way he gets around the ice, and he's got a real good skill set. Great to see him score his first there, and hopefully it's something that he gets rolling and more to come.
We talk often about guys that you want guys to be engaged and also be skating. And it's a fast team. Those two elements, how much better do they make Rosovic in particular when he's engaged and moving his legs?
Everybody's better when they're emotionally engaged. I don't care who you are. If you go out and just play hockey, and you're not plugged in emotionally, it's really tough to play. And I think what's helping this year is the fans. I mean, you got to think at home. Obviously, you're going to get energy, but it's going to be nice. You go into Madison Square Gardens, there's fans. That's a great building to play in, and that should give you energy even as the away team. I think you're going to see better energy from both teams now, and that emotional engagement. And I think that only helps our guys. When you're a skater and you're engaged emotionally, it really helps.
Lars Domi took contact drills today. Any indication if he's good to go Friday?
I don't know yet. No, I got to talk with Voter. He's progressing. That's all I can really say about him right now. So we'll see.
And these guys are giving you a hard decision when he comes back as to where to put him. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome, and that's the internal push. We keep beating that point to death, but it's a good problem to have when guys are pushing hard, and it makes my job hard. I hope I have that all year.
Any sense on how long Bookfist may miss?
Say that again.
How long Adam Bookfist might miss? Any ideas?
Oh, he's day to day right now. Again, I got to check with Voter.
Is that upper, lower, mid?
It's day to day. It's day to day with upper, lower, midsection. Yeah, everything. Yeah, yeah. It's just he's really sore everywhere.
Targeting already.
Yes.
Really quick before you go, Danforth here, he hasn't played obviously. What have you seen on him in practice? Do you take a look at a guy like that and how he practices and things like that?
Sure do, yeah. Everything's important for a guy when you're trying to get in the lineup. Your practice is your game, so if you don't see the effort, you don't see competitiveness in practice, you're certainly not going to get in the game. And again, we got if Max comes back, I got a hard decision, so it just keeps the pressure on everybody as far as you got to keep your tempo, your pace, and your competitiveness every game, every practice too.
Have you seen it out of him so far?
Yeah, I like what I've seen so far. I mean, but again, it's hard to get in. Yeah, you got to keep doing it. It's hard not to play. Everybody wants to play, but you got to fight to earn your ice time here.
It's a great problem to have for you.
Sure is. Yeah.